Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something a little different. As you guys can see, there's a different background, so I hope you guys are liking it. I hope it kind of makes you feel a little bit more cozy and a little bit more, I guess, personal with me. So today I'm actually doing a highly requested video. I'm doing a Q&A for you guys. A lot of you guys asked me a lot of questions, so I'm excited to be able to give you guys a Q&A, something different besides makeup, because that's what you guys have been wanting, and this is what I've actually been wanting to do as well. The last time I had a Q&A on my channel that I uploaded was when I first started my channel, actually, so it's been over a year since I've done that Q&A. So I'm super excited to be answering some of these questions for you guys. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, and I did that little question thing on my story, and you guys sent me a lot of questions. But without further ado, let's get on to these questions. First question, do you still work your outside job in addition to your YouTube job? I do not. So YouTube is my full-time job now. I do not work at the doctor's office anymore. I was able to stop working at that job and support myself just through my YouTube, and I'm super excited to be able to do this full-time now. I feel like this is what I've been needing. Like, that job was just holding me back, and I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, they were just holding me back, and I just was like, I'm at this place 5 days out of the week when I could be at home putting myself out there more, filming more to really do what I want to do. Like, I'm helping this company to be more successful when I'm putting what I want to do on the back burner. So sometimes you have to take risk, and that risk was quitting that job, but it's really one of the best things I've done in the last couple of months. Next question, do you wax your perfect brows? I do not. I used to get them threaded, but I don't. There's not a good threading place that I found here. I went to a couple here, and they messed up my eyebrows, and eyebrows you just can't mess with. Like, you mess it up, it's so hard to grow them back out. You have to go through that ugly phase, and I'm just over it. So I've been doing my own brows. I actually was doing my own brows for a minute, and then I wanted to get them threaded, and that's when I messed up by getting them threaded because they messed up my brows. So I just do my own now. Just tweeze them, cut them up a little bit with the little eyebrow scissors, and call it a day. What's one advice you would give to your younger past self? I would definitely tell my younger past self to listen and abide by the rules, and just understand that things may not be going my way for a certain reason to benefit me. Because me, I don't know if it's a Scorpio thing, but I hate being told what to do. I hate being told what to do. So growing up, you know, you have rules living at home, and my parents were always telling me what to do. And I just wasn't abiding by the rules, and I used to get in so much trouble. Me and my parents did not have a good relationship throughout pretty much my whole high school years. And yeah, I would definitely just tell myself to calm it down and listen, and stop trying to live life so fast. How do you get your hair so glossy? Honestly, I think that's just how my hair is. Like, I don't really do much to it when I straighten it. I put a heat protectant in it, and I put a little bit of serum. I don't like to put much in my hair because I don't want it to get oily even faster than it already does. And I think it has to do with my straightener as well. I think investing into a good straightener really helps. I will list down the link below for the straightener I have. I actually did a video on it on my channel when my hair was short, so that link is down below if you want to see it. And the straightener is from Luma Bell, I believe. How do you get your makeup to not look so cakey? I'm struggling to get the glowy, dewy look. What I do for that is I make sure that I am spraying some type of moisturizing spray, or a setting spray, or like a Mario Badescu spray, or like a dewy spray. Some type of spray that will separate everything and kind of set everything into the skin, because you're going to be applying so many different products on your face and so many different powders that you want your skin to look as natural as possible. Even though you're going to have on makeup, you want it to look as skin-like and natural as possible. So I definitely spray a lot, and if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know I do that kind of like religiously in all my videos, and I don't spray a little bit. Like, I go ham. Like, I like drown my face in spray. Tupac or Biggie? Dang. That's a hard one. Can that even be a question? Like, do I have to answer this? Tupac or Biggie? I like them both. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. What is your dream car? Honestly, my dream car, it's definitely I want a sporty car. I want it to be all black. And I want it to either have red leather seats, or I want it to have like that tan kind of orangish leather seats. I don't know if I want it to be a Mercedes, a Porsche, a BMW. Would love a Mercedes. You know, the Mercedes trucks, the ones that kind of look like a Jeep, but it's a Mercedes, like the Kylie Jenner one. I would love that car. Are you dating? If not, is there a specific reason why? I currently am off the market, so can't give you a specific reason why, because I am not on the market. So there was another question saying, are you single? Not available. Next question is, how did you get on makeup PR lists? Brands just reach out to me, and you know, they like what they see on my channel or on my Instagram, and they want to send me products. So they ask me like for my address and email and things like that, or you know, most of the time they email me already. And then my managers actually get me to get PR packages from different brands as well. And I do also want to say, sorry if I sound stuffy, I'm getting over a sinus infection and I've been taking medicine for it, and it's finally not in my head anymore. Everything is draining, and it's draining into my throat. So yeah, I have that nastiness like just draining through my throat, and it has me sounding like this, so don't mind that. What's your #1 skincare product? #1 skincare product would have to be the Cetaphil face wash. I feel like my skin isn't the way it is without that face wash. I've tried other face washes, I break out, and every time I go back to the Cetaphil, my face clears up, so can't live without that. What hair extensions did you purchase for your extensions? They look bomb, girl. Thank you. I actually got these extensions. I got these extensions at a boutique in Orlando. If you're in the Orlando area, I will leave her little boutique Instagram name down below. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. But these were 26 inches. And I got them cut down to maybe like 24. So I love it. I've had these extensions in for over 2 months now, and I love it. I'm obsessed. I don't even think I'm really gonna be wearing my natural hair, to be honest. That's how much I love it. Relationship advice. It depends on what type of relationship advice you're asking for. Just if it's dating, sis, you know your worth, you know your value, you know how you should be treated, you know what you want, and don't let a man make you feel like you're less than what you are. Don't make him feel like you're the problem. Don't make him feel like everything you do is your fault in the relationship and to why it is the way it is. Just know your worth and be with someone that makes you happy. You need to be with someone, I feel like you just have to be with someone who can make you laugh. That's one thing with me. You have to make me laugh, and you have to like be able to take my jokes. I'm a goofy person, and when I really like you, I'm really goofy, and like I'm very like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I'm fun to be around, and if you're just serious all the time, it's not gonna work. It is not going to work, because I am not a serious person majority of the time. I mean, I have my times where you have to be serious, but majority of the time I'm not serious. And you know, I realized like being with someone who really isn't funny, or who really doesn't make jokes, or doesn't really laugh at my jokes, or they're kind of just boring, they just don't fit me well. And someone that thinks that like they're just the shit and they can have anybody they want, they're not good for you, because for that person to make you feel like, oh, if you do this, that's okay, I'm gonna just go to Sally and Sue and Kathy. Like, if guys make a comment like that, sis, leave him. He should make you feel like he wants to marry you, like he wants to be with you and only you and build with you. Don't be with someone that you have to question. Don't be with someone you have to question, and you need trust. Sis, trust is key. Communication is key. Those two, You need, and I'm realizing that now as I'm getting older, and relationships and dating wise, I definitely look at it differently from when I used to look at it back when I was younger and dating. Now that I'm older, like I kind of have a path for myself, and I know what I want to do, and I really know my value, and I know how I want to build myself and how I want to build together with someone. I'm more open to that conversation with that person because I don't want to waste my time. I hate for my time to be wasted, and especially with someone I thought I could be in a relationship with, because it's like I'm already a person that doesn't really like to open up. It takes me a while to open up. So if I open up to you and you waste my time, I mean, there's not much I can do because you already wasted my time, but I'm gonna tell you from the beginning. I will tell you from the beginning not to waste my time. Be upfront. What do you want out of this? Where do you think this is gonna go? And I have to feel that connection and vibe. I just have to. Because if not, next door, I'm either just chilling, living my life without a man. Alright, you guys, so I hope it all looks the same from the part you just watched, but this is a whole different day, and I'm filming again, and I try to get my hair and makeup to look exactly the same, have on the same outfit. So if you guys didn't watch my story on Instagram, you know that something went wrong with like my files on my camera. So pretty much more than half of the footage that I had already filmed was corrupted. There was no way I could get it back. So I was just like, I'm gonna have to refilm. So I hope it kind of looks exactly the same. So now we're just gonna continue and answer questions. Next question is, what foundation brush do you use? So I don't really use a foundation brush. I've been using the Morphe sponge, and I've been obsessed with it. I actually love it better than the actual beauty blender because for some reason it gives me a lot more coverage. And I noticed that because the NARS foundation to me isn't super coverage. At least when I used it with the beauty blender, there wasn't much coverage at all. But once I went in with the Morphe sponge, it was literally like a full coverage foundation. So I would really recommend that sponge. But for a brush, the Morphe, it's like a Morphe, I actually don't even know the number of it. I'm not about to lie to you. But it's a Morphe brush, and it's super, super flat and like a stiff. It doesn't have much bristles or anything. It's like super flat brush. I will try to list the brush name right here for you guys so you can check it out. Next question, how long is your hair? So these are extensions, so obviously this isn't my full length of my hair, but my real hair comes to about right here. Do you have any hobby interests apart from makeup and beauty? Honestly, this is really my hobby. Makeup is really my hobby. I guess another hobby would be just kind of sitting at home and finding new music. I love music. I love listening to all types of music. I am that girl that loves trap music, so I try to find some more trap songs. I am that girl that really loves the old school songs too, and like the in your feelings type of songs. I literally am that type of person. If I'm in my feelings, I'm about to listen to some songs that's really gonna put me in my feelings. Do you plan on going on any trips anytime soon? I do really want to go somewhere very tropical other than Florida. Like, I don't know if I want to go like to, I really, really want to go to Turks and Caicos. So my 22nd birthday is coming up. It's November 7th. So I really want to try to plan like a little mini vacation getaway for my birthday. So hopefully that goes well. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which questions I didn't answer already. Where are you from? I am from Newport News, Virginia. I was born in Virginia, and I was born in Chesapeake, but I was raised in Newport News. So if you're from the 757, let me know down in the comments below. Next question. How has your life changed ever since you moved out of the 75? My life has changed so much since I've left. It has changed in such a good way, and I just know if I would have stayed, I wouldn't be where I am today. I actually thought about staying in Virginia once my parents were moving to Florida. I was really being hard-headed, and I was like, you know what? And at that time, I really wasn't getting along with my parents either. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to stay down here and try to get my own place, whatever. And honestly, looking back, I would have been struggling if I would have done that. Honestly, honestly, I would have been struggling. I probably would have had to move to Florida or live with my grandparents because I just know my mindset back there is nowhere near how my mindset is today. And I had goals that once I figured out that I'm just going to move to Florida, I wrote down these goals. Well, I didn't write down these goals. I didn't write them down, but I had goals in my head and I knew that I wanted to accomplish these goals. So once I got here, literally, as soon as we like unpacked and got everything into our apartment that we were living in, that my parents are still living in here in Florida, literally it might have been like 4 days after I started my channel. I was not playing any games. I was not wasting any time. I wanted to make sure that I finally accomplished goals because I was the type of person back at home in Virginia that pretty much was just living life. Like a lot of people don't, unless you know me from back home. I honestly was not doing nothing with my life. I mean, I worked a full-time job, but I was literally not saving my money like I was supposed to. I mean, my parents made me give them money every month because they said you're not going to be living here, not going to school, and just spending your money on whatever, not even trying to save it. So you're going to have some type of responsibility, and I do thank them for that. At the moment, I was like, why am I paying to live with you? Like, I could have my own place, all this money I'm giving to you, but it was them just trying to show me responsibility, and although I still think it was a little bit too much they were making me pay them, I still like the point of the lesson and the responsibility. But my life really has done a 360 since I've left Virginia. And looking back, there are a lot of people back at home that are stuck in the same ways and, still doing the same things and not going anywhere with their life at the moment. It's not throwing shade or anything like that, but the part of Virginia I'm living in, you really can't grow unless you really put your mind to it. And if there's something you really want to do, there's not much in that area that can benefit you. You know what I mean? So don't get me wrong. I love Virginia. I love my hometown. I miss it so much. I miss it every day. I miss all of my close friends. My best friend is back at home. My Nana lives in Virginia. So I'm not throwing shade at my hometown in any type of way. 7'5" till I die. What camera do you use and lighting do you use now? The camera I have right now that I'm filming on is the Canon T6i. And the lens I have is a 120mm, I believe. I have it down in my description in all my videos. And I just use a regular ring light from Amazon. It cost me, I think, like $70. So that's literally all I use for my tutorials, even for this video right here. How old are you? I'm not sure if I answered this, but I am 21. I will be 22 November 7th, so it's coming up. I was just talking to my friend today, and I told him how 22 sounds so old. Like, I feel like I should have my life completely figured out right now. Like, I feel like the next step is kids and marriage, but that's completely not the next step. It just feels like that. Like, 22 for some reason just sounds so, like you're just supposed to have your life figured out. How do you deal with criticism? Honestly, I love criticism, but at the same time, it's kind of hard. For some reason, I feel like this is for everyone out there, but when your parent or your mom is giving you, like, trying to give you criticism, it's just, like, I instantly, like, feel like I get an attitude, and I know it's them just trying to help me and, give me the best advice, but it's just, like, why? Like, I feel like sometimes I'm just like, really, Mom? Really? But sometimes she's actually saying it really to benefit me, and, like, criticism is a good thing. It's people telling you that's looking at you at a different view than you're looking at yourself. So, I don't think there's anyone out there that takes criticism completely well. Like, you take criticism and it's like, I feel like you're just saying that, like, whatever. You know what I mean? But criticism is a really good thing, and people have criticized me a lot. You guys have criticized me on certain things. Some people are very rude to me, actually, when they try to give me criticism, but those ones I just really don't even take in, because it's just like, this is me, this is what, I want to do. This is just how I am. I can't help the way I am. This is how I am. But for those that actually give me criticism that can benefit me, and I know can benefit me, I really thank you guys, and thank anyone from outside of my channel that gives it to me as well, because it really has helped me grow as a person and grow on my channel, as you guys can see. Advice for all girls in general. It depends on what type of advice you're talking about. Like, for girls, just, women that are growing, girls that are growing into women, be strong-minded, do what's best for you, do what makes you happy, don't let anyone try to knock you out of who you're trying to become as a person, as yourself, who you picture yourself as, who you see yourself in the next couple of months, years down the road. Be strong, and don't think it's a bad thing to ask people for help or ask people for some advice and, you know, things that can help you become a successful, smart, strong young woman into a mature woman. How is it to live by yourself? I don't know if I said this already, but I love it. I love it so much. The best thing that has happened to me, one of the best things that has happened to me in a while, is living by myself and making the choice to move out and be on my own. I'm just that type of person that really likes my space, and I love my personal space, and I love to be able to get away and just, you know, be around nothing that can distract me, and just to come home to my apartment that I pay for. I pay every single bill that I have. Don't get me wrong, when it's time to pay bills, it's just like, I really don't want to pay these bills, but you have to. That's a part of adulting, but it feels good once you pay those bills, because it's like all of this around you, you've worked for and you're working for, and to know that you can support yourself is a great feeling. What's your ethnicity? I'm not sure if I said this, but he is black and white. My mom is black and my biological father is white. What do you do for a living? Obviously, this is my career. This is what I do to pay my bills and to live how I live, and I plan on growing this into something a lot bigger and doing this for the rest of the time that I need to be working. Someone asked, where do you like to shop? So the stores that I like to shop in are Fashion Nova and Pretty Little Thing. Those stores I love because lately I just haven't really been into going to stores and shopping because I can never find anything anymore. I don't know what's going on, but I can never find anything. So when I do go out to the stores and try to look for stuff like in the mall, I go to Forever 21. That's like my go-to store. Normally when I go out and I'm trying to really find something to wear for like that day, I can never find anything. And then when you go in Forever 21, it's not like you can ask an employee, because the store literally gives me anxiety, and I don't even have anxiety, and the store gives me anxiety. But that's the store I love to go to. Forever 21 be having some cute things, and online, their stuff online be popping. I don't know, Forever 21 prices, I'd be a little, they never have sales either. Like they have sales, but the sales be on the little rinky-dink tops and ugly jeans. Like, come on now. What's your favorite TV series at the moment? My favorite TV series at the moment is definitely Handmaid's Tale. I'm like super confused, but at certain parts I like get it at the same time, but it's only on Hulu. Is your hair black or dark brown? If black, what dye did you use? No, my hair is dark brown. I recently just got my hair re-dyed from my hairdresser that I actually have to be at 5:30, and it's 4:52. He actually just re-dyed it last week because from washing my hair so much, the dye has come out. And for me dyeing my hair red a couple years ago, it still kind of comes through, and my hair is getting lighter, and I don't want my hair to be light. I want it to be this exact color. So it is dark brown. It's not black. Black is not. You don't want to go black. Black is black and red. Black and red are the hardest colors to get out of your hair. What motivates you? P.S. I admire you. Lots of love from Nigeria. Oh, thanks, boo. Recently, I've gotten so much motivation. Like, I've been working nonstop these last couple of days, and it just feels so good because I've been having such productive days. I've been having such productive days here lately, and it just feels so good to be getting so much work done and being back on camera and filming for you guys. So honestly, it's just the simple fact that I just saw myself falling back into not wanting to film. Like when I first started the full-time job at the doctor's office, I just wasn't motivated at all. I was tired, and I felt like I was falling back into that, and I didn't know why, because now I'm able to do this full-time. So I wasn't super motivated, and then you guys kept telling me, like, when are you going to post? When are you going to film? Can you film this type of video? And I want to get back to how I was when I was in the very beginning of filming. I was so connected with you guys. We had like a vibe. We could like talk and things like that. So it's definitely you guys that motivates me. And then also myself. Like I have to talk to myself and be like, Briana, this is what you do. Like this is your career. This is what you've been wanting to do. This is what you've worked so hard to do. And now you're able to do it full time. What are you doing? You're wasting time by not doing it. So that's what motivates me. Next question. Will you be doing a meetup in Tampa? I would love to do a meetup. Definitely would do a meetup here because a lot of you guys I feel like are in the Orlando area. If you are in the Orlando area, let me know down in the comments. I want to see how many of you guys are in this area. Tampa, I would love to come to Tampa. I actually have never been to Tampa, just like drove through it. So I would definitely love to do one there. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that follow me and watch me as well. So I definitely want to try to do a meetup sometime in the near future. I just don't want to do a meetup and no one comes to my meetup, and it's gonna make me really sad. Next question. Have you chatted with Cuban Link at least? It would be wild if you two met up. That's so funny. If you guys follow me on Instagram and you guys know who Cuban Link is, I will list her Instagram link down below so you guys can see, but everyone thinks we look just alike. Literally every single picture I have on my Instagram, someone has tagged her under my picture and said, oh my gosh. They either say, is this your sister? Is this your twin? Are you guys related? You guys look so much alike. We get it all the time. And sometimes, like, I'm scrolling and, like, I see her. I'm like, hold on. Like, I don't remember posting that picture. Because, like, we really resemble each other in so many ways. And I've actually, last time I was in Atlanta, I was in the mall. And a girl comes up to me. She's like, oh, my gosh, I recognize you from somewhere. Aren't you, like, your name on Instagram, Cuban Link? I was like, no, I'm not. And then I told her who it was. She was like, I know you are too. And I was like, yeah. And we just, like, we get it all the time. And she's actually the only person that I think I actually can say I look like. And I know for a fact that we look alike because my mom even said we look alike. All right, so next question. This is going to be my last question because I do have a hair appointment. The question is, were you popular in high school? So in high school, I don't want to say I was popular, but I will say that quite a few people knew me. I was very sociable. I got along pretty much with everyone. Only reason I wouldn't have gotten along with you is probably because you've done something to me. I'm not that type of person where I just don't like you. You know, there's females out there, people in general that don't like you because you're pretty or because you're just a cool person, whatever it may be. I've never been that type of person. Like, I'm going to tell you you're pretty. I'm going to tell you I like your outfit. I like your shoes. I like your hair. Like, I'm that type of person. I'm not a pretty female who is hating. No. So, I don't want to say I was popular, but I was well known. And I don't know. I guess I would have to ask, like, my friends and people from back home, like, would you consider me popular or would you consider me just, like, Briana, cool? Like, I don't know. I know a lot of people from back home. A lot of people know me. So, you know, I wouldn't say I was popular. Just well known, I guess. But that is it for this Q&A, you guys. I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I was able to answer some of you guys' questions. I'm sorry I didn't answer every single question. If your question didn't get answered, I'm so sorry. There definitely will be another Q&A of some type in the future. Definitely leave me comments down below, and if you have maybe some more questions, leave me down below, and you know, I do respond to some things up here, so just ask me a couple things. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you have the notification bell turned on so you know exactly when all of my posts, all of my new videos are up. And that is it, you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.